If you live in an area that is prone to water scarcity, you would know the value of the water that is being wasted here. Imagine then how large the scale of water wastage is when rain falls and it is allowed to run off. Even though our ancestors realized this and devised various water storage mechanisms such as step wells and storage wells, water wastage and scarcity has remained a problem not only in India but the world over. Wastage of rainwater can be checked through rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is the collection and storage of rainwater either for using it directly or for recharging groundwater. Let's see how this mechanism works. In this system, when rain falls, the water is received on a surface such as the terrace shown here. This surface is called the catchment. The rainwater is allowed to flow from the catchment through pipelines to a storage reservoir or recharge facility. These pipelines are called conduits. As the water collected in the catchment may contain debris, a mesh filter is usually provided at the mouth of the conduit. This mesh filters the water flowing from the catchment to the storage facility. The conduit carries the rainwater to water tanks where it can be stored for immediate use. Apart from storing, the collected water can be directed into groundwater aquifers for later use. Here, the water is allowed to percolate into the soil, thus raising the water table. Different kinds of recharge mechanisms can be used. For instance, dug wells act as efficient rechargers of aquifers. Similarly, bore wells may also be used to recharge the groundwater aquifer. Recharge trenches can also be dug up to guide the rainwater to a recharge pit. These trenches have regular openings to collect the surface runoff of water and direct it to a recharge pit. Through this pit, water percolates into the aquifer and recharges it. In this way, through rainwater harvesting, wastage of rainwater can be prevented by harnessing the water in the months that experience heavy rainfall. The water thus conserved can be made available for later use, especially in drier months.